that your denial, your refusal to accept and treat my petition before the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges and Abuse of my privileges, and I say forth, that this matter is not it is not before the courts. The matter before the courts
is Senate should not receive or deliberate on any matter to which actions are pending in any court of law. Senate should not receive or deliberate on any matter to which actions are pending in any court of law. Before I rule, I would like to hear the opinion of Senator Natasha Petition regarding the rules.
Thank you very much, Senate President. Again, I'm Senator Natasha Petition, representing the good and virtuous people of Kogi Central. I beg to differ that this matter is sub judice, and I stand on privilege 10, or that 10 minutes.
No, sorry.
Dear Senate President, please, with due respect, do you mind? I have raised an order 10 privileges, sir, please. It's my right, Senate President. Order 10 on privileges, please. I believe, and please, would you?
I'm hearing you.
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he or she shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that the contempt or breach of privilege has been committed. I stand and I believe herefore, sir, that your denial, your refusal to accept and treat my petition before the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges and Abuse of my privileges, and I say forth, that this matter is not it is not before the courts. The matter before the courts is on the defamation and cyberbullying statements made by your special assistant on new media, Mr. Patrick Conform, who addressed my decent outfits as transparent, thereby depicting that I walk sedulously and naked to the chambers. That is the nature of the petition, of the case in court. This petition, sir, has never been filed. The petition that alleges, or should I say, accuses you of making sexual harassment moves, abusing your office, and making malicious obstructions to my legislative functions has not been tendered anywhere before, no courts in Nigeria. So, sir, I would appreciate if you kindly accept my petition and forward same to the Ethics and Privileges Committee so it could be treated. Thank you, sir.
Yes, first let's finish with Senator Bangunu. You're the Chief Whip of the Senate. Your point of order is sustained. Yes, distinguished Senator.
Mr. President, you know, some of us who are elderly in this chamber will have to come out for posterity. This matter is already in court from both sides. And there have been a ruling of an injunction which restrained the Senate from interfering in this matter. I saw it today. The issue of this particular petition, you have already ruled and put the gavel down. Therefore, the observance of the rules of the Senate, Section 47 and the other sections that have been quoted by my learned brother there, should be the responsibility of that committee. So close the matter, hand over to the committee, then the committee will be privileged to look into the rules and then take whatever decision is appropriate under our rules. So there is no need to extend this issue. It will be more damaging to this institution and to us.
Leader, your point of order
that
is
way.
sustained. Distinguished colleagues, no, let me come. The Senate actually referred her matter, not because I was not aware of the provisions of the rule, I was, but it's still because when people are watching from outside, they may not know that we are guided by, I will call it laws, allowed by the Nigerian Constitution for us to make. I sustain your point of order. I've also sustained that of the observation of the former leader of the Nigerian Senate, distinguished Senator Abdullahi. So, Senate Leader, please. Senate Leader. I will take all points of order. I will take all. Everybody must be given a right to speak, but not on this matter. Huh?
Let's move on.
Senate Leader, whether I like it or not, you are the next person I'm calling. Because we are, no, please. Senate Leader, can we proceed with our day's proceedings? Senate Leader, can we proceed with our day's sitting?
Mr. President, and very distinguished colleagues, unfortunately, I am not sure any of us had ever envisaged that a day like this will come in the life of the 10th Senate, but it has come. And we still have to do what we have to do in overriding public interest. Because it's not about distinguished Senator Natasha and the Senate President. It's about the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I urge all our colleagues to note two things. One, Order 40, sub 4, says no senator bringing a petition shall be the author. The essence of this rule is to allow us as elected representatives of the people, senators, to present and lay petitions on behalf of our constituents. The alternative to that is the matter of privilege, Order 10. That's what we can do. Not to bring a petition. Mr. President, I sympathize with you. As a man being accused of sexual harassment,
we were 4 female senators in this 10th assembly. And I will tell you straight up that I'm very close to at least 3 of them. I sit next to Senator Reti Kingigbe, and I consider her as a friend. The issue that you're speaking about, again, does not bother on sexual harassment against her. Again, it's a matter of privilege. I don't also think that is directed to any individual because of their sex. If I were to give you my own experience, there are many occasions that I also would complain, and I do complain. Because there are times I raise up my hands and the Senate President does not recognize me, and he recognizes someone that is behind me, and I'm wondering why is that so. But he cannot entertain every individual or every senator at a sitting who have an opinion on any matter that is on the floor. And so it is his prerogative. I don't believe that he does so because of the sex of the senator. I really do not believe that. The Senate President, in my opinion, which I will give based on what happens on the floor, has not, in my opinion, made any sexual remarks to any of the female senators. And I don't think that any of the female senators have also complained about sexual harassment against him or anybody. We joke a lot in the Senate. I must let you know that. The Senate is not, I don't know how to say it, but the Senate is a place where we all converge to discuss about the matters that affect the country, one. Two, after a while, having, sit in the Senate for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, you understand that there will be familiarity of some sort where we even call each other by first name. I remember when we first got to the Senate, we addressed each other by Mr. or Miss and so on and so forth. But now we call each other by first name because we see each other every day in the chambers, we sit close to each other, and we also confer with one another. And so if the familiarity is what it is that is considered some sort of harassment, I don't know. But for me, I do not think that that the conduct of the Senate President on the floor is such that is against the female in the chambers. I do not think so.
So guys, this was all what happened today on the National Assembly floor. Honestly, it's been ups and downs. There were a lot of protests on the streets of Abuja. There were supporters of Akpabio protesting, and do you know the funniest part? Some of them were asked why they are protesting. They said they don't even know. And there were some too, who were protesting for as against Akpabio and protesting for the woman Senate, Natasha. So it's been all over the places today, and Natasha and the husband stormed the National Assembly. She presented her petition, but like you can see, the petition was rejected. They said they were not going to accept it, that it is not correct for a member to present a petition against another member. There was this up and down, back and forth and all that, but you saw Natasha, she stood her ground. She wants this thing to be investigated. Honestly, I'm just like beginning to feel for Akpabio, because this is not good for his name, this is not good for his reputation, this is not good for his future, this is not good for his family, this is not good for his political career, this is not good, looking at it from the international point of view. The world is watching, the world is seeing him. Hey, the Senate President accused of harassing women immorally. You know that one? Hey, it touches to the bone, honestly. So when you look at the whole thing, you just find out that I think this wouldn't have started if Akpabio had just allowed this woman. And sometimes I don't think these people give special privilege to women, on the National Assembly. You don't just begin to move people, especially people who are in the opposition. You try to shut them down. You try to close their mouth. You try to make them that they don't want it. You try to do as if your own election was even different from theirs. People like Akpabio that we know that they even participate in election, but they found themselves in the House of Assembly, and instead of them to just respect themselves, they are there, doing all kinds of things. So it's been all over the places, and at the end of the day, it was seen that police was using tear gas to disperse supporters of Natasha, not those of Akpabio. Those of Natasha were being, dispersed using tear gas, and a whole lot. It's been, I know it was really a sad sitting. Today's sitting was a sad one for many of the senators, because some of them came out, they were really sympathizing with Akpabio. They are like saying they will not allow it to happen, but it has happened, it has gone out. This is an internet age, you can't even hide anything. It's all over the places. So whether you allow investigation or not, whether you allow the committee to look into it or not, whether you allow the court to handle the case or not, and all that, it has gone out that the Senate President is harassing Natasha Akpoti, immorally, and that is her concern. So guys, let me know what you think about all this saga in the National Assembly. I'm just thinking that it's because these people, they don't really have much doing. They don't really have much doing. We are in a country that the economy is going down, schools are not working, labor is even threatening to embark on strike after telecom hike their price, electricity hike again is coming, and fuel subsidy is not being resolved. So many challenges Nigerians face, and we have a Senate that they cannot even come up with proposals to help this country. You know, now we are talking about immorality in the Senate floor. So it's just because these people are idle, you know. They are idle, they so much depend on the people's money, they depend on what they get from their salaries and other money that they squander and all that. So I don't know what you make of all this. Looking at the way this country is going, you find out that leadership remains the biggest of our challenges, honestly, and we must work hard to make sure that all these things come to an end. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.